So welcome to part 3. I think this is part 3 of what we're doing, right? This is the third car that we're looking at?
This is number 3.
So this is part 3 where we're gonna take a look at the BMW M2. You've never seen one of these or really up close.
Not really. I mean, I've seen them, but not like sat there and stared at it.
So every BMW person in the world says that this is the shit. This is the best car ever made. And especially because I don't know if you remember the 1M.
Yes.
So that's supposed to be the greatest BMW ever made, the greatest M car ever made.
Yeah.
And they're saying this is its successor, right?
Okay.
Which there's another version above this one, which is called the Competition.
Yeah.
We don't have that. That doesn't fit into the price range, but this one does fit into the price range. Do you want to take us to the specs?
Yeah. Okay. Here are the specs.
The M2 starts at $54,000. It's got a 6-cylinder 3.0-liter engine that produces 365 brake horsepower. It's got an automatic 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, and that takes the car from 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds, reaching a top speed of 155 miles per hour.
Nice.
That was dope.
Yeah,
I didn't know that it had all of those numbers.
I didn't even know any of that.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. So now, let's get back into rating this baby.
Okay.
And the first thing we're gonna do is looks. And you just really walk around this one because this one has some funky lines.
It's got some things.
It's got some things.
Okay. The front,
It's nice.
BMW.
Yeah.
I'm seeing an M car. I like it right here. I like that. The front looks good.
Yeah, just looking at it straight on, it's pretty sexy.
Yeah, straight on like this.
I don't have a problem.
I like it.
Yes.
Then you start to move around it, and it's not doing it for me, but it's not like throwing me off so much. I'm not like I hate it, but I'm not like I love it.
So I feel like they made it like a miniature version of a real car.
Yeah.
But also, I like the back, for example, how it like comes out, like right
Just a little bit, right? Just a little bit.
Just a little bit to let you know, like it's wide. There's a little something special brewing up in here, but not enough.
Yeah, not enough, right? It's like not enough to be like, ooh, it's wide back there.
yeah.
But it's like,
And then you see,
this is completely dead back here.
here is where everything goes wrong.
It looks like they just stopped doing it. It's just like, car's done. No one's going to the back.
No one's gonna look at
Yeah,
it
no
from the
one's looking
back.
at it,
Yeah, not a big deal. It's just weird. It looks like it's got a big, like a Jay Leno jaw, like right here. So big.
Especially
This part-
compared to the front, like there's so many like vents and angles. I understand that they're not really functioning back here, but somehow like other cars managed to make a back not look so.
Well, you saw the Audi. The
Yeah.
Audi was such a sexy car. This is just kind of weird. It's too short. This is too short. This is too big. Like it's almost as short, as short as this is. It's how big this is. Like this part, right here, and that's weird. And it makes the trunk look like it shouldn't be there.
I like the exhaust.
It looks sporty.
There's 4 of them.
It looks
It's always
sporty.
cool when there's 4. When they're bigger though.
Yeah.
It's cool. I gotta go indifferent. I gotta go with 2. It's not bad enough for me to like give it negative points. I don't look at these things and go, oh, I don't like it. But I look at it and go,
I absolutely fucking hate it.
wow.
It's a -1. Like
a strong feeling.
it's just why it feels like you said. It feels like it's unfinished. It's like in a weird in between. Now let's go into the interior quality.
Okay.
Quality of that interior has got to be, because this is one of the most expensive cars here, as we saw in the specs. Ooh.
Yikes.
Remember we were looking at the, and again, it's supposed to be a standalone thing, but we just looked at the Audi, right?
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
What is this?
It's like, you know when you get into an airplane and you look at it and you're like, from the outside it all looks new, and then you look up and you look at the buttons and you're like, oh, this thing has been refurbished over and over.
And it still has like the
over.
non-cigarette smokes and the ashtrays on the side.
thing has been
This is that plane.
ran through so many times.
You know what? they started designing it, like they spent the money designing this car on the front. And
Yeah.
then as they went through the back, they started to run out of money.
And
Once they
then
got to
inside-
the trunk, they were completely out of money. And then they were like, oh, we got to do the interior still.
Yeah, wow.
And they grabbed like a little iPad and they posted it here. This is fucking horrendous.
Everything either is fake or feels fake. This carbon fiber, I've
it's
I've
fake,
seen
right?
more real carbon fiber in like some Ford SUV had like some fake carbon fiber that looked better than this.
Oh yeah, dude,
Yeah.
absolutely.
The Ford Escape. Seriously, had better fake carbon fiber than this.
This is criminal. This is really bad. From the steering wheel, look at this.
I can't tell. This can't be real leather. This
But
is-
that's the problem. This is why I don't like BMWs. In full disclosure,
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan.
Yeah.
Because they do this. The interior is such shit.
the seats are awful.
They're
They look
awful.
like from
And also, look, a lot of people applaud them on the stitching, the M stitching here, because I had an M3 back in the day, and I've had like a few after that.
what that holds it together.
Dude, the stitching just like died. There's no colors anymore. It doesn't look vibrant. It looks like shit.
So you really, I'll tell you what, you're not going to look at the stitching when you're grabbing the steering wheel, which feels like some sort of hybrid of rubber, pleather, and maybe actual leather that's just super bad.
There's no way they put leather in there. There's no
this can't
leather
be.
in there.
Or some really shitty cows.
There's they grab.
Some really like low grade cows went into this thing.
Wow, I think I'm ready. Are you?
I'm ready for it.
Wow. Now, jumping into cabin space. There's
It's a decent amount.
a decent
a lot
amount
of,
of
lot of
space.
room. Actually, a lot of room for your legs up front.
Yeah,
like a lot.
And I'm sitting actually like an asshole.
Yeah,
So
let
let me move my seat forward.
Yeah, let me sit where I would drive.
I'm gonna sit on the back. What are you doing?
Going all the way down,
Why?
so you can feel the car.
See, this is a problem. There's not enough space for getting a juju.
There isn't.
There
There's
isn't.
a lot of things
Like
in the way.
this woman's gonna like die right here.
Yeah, this is in the way of like.
This is in the way of
rope.
your handbrake.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Let me sit in the back.
yeah.
I want to see how that is. Even man spreading, I think I'm good back here.
Yeah, there's
Right?
space.
There's enough space.
Yeah.
The weird thing about this car is it doesn't look from the outside that there would be this much space inside.
I actually forgot how small this car was. I literally forgot how we're standing outside looking at it going, this thing is a smushed car.
Yeah.
That's actually shocking.
There's a lot of space inside of
It
here.
is a tiny car.
How the fuck did they
No,
do this?
there's no
There's
trunk.
probably no trunk.
We know the back is not
There's
it's strong
probably
point.
no
Yeah, there's probably
trunk.
no trunk.
Yeah. But because I fit perfectly in here, and
Yeah.
on the front I was comfortable. I think I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I think I'm ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
+3. It's actually a big surprise.
I was borderline until I realized how small the car was.
All right, Sergio, we're gonna test out the sound. Are you ready?
Ready.
On this Harman Kardon. Harman/Kardon stereo. They didn't know which one they put in. Hard-on and Carman.
Hard on.
Hard-on and Carman.
Is that?
Hard-on and Carman. Yeah,
Really got me there
those
for
are our
a second.
nicknames. Hard-on and Carman reporting.
Okay, what do you think? So this is a weird one because at first it started like really promising,
Yeah.
and then part of like the interior problem with the quality on the interior, the back started to just go bzzz.
It started to get really muddled.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't so bad that I was like, yo, turn that off.
No. It wasn't
Yeah,
that bad,
yeah.
but it wasn't that good. I think I'm ready. What are you gonna give it?
+2.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could listen to it. You know, I could listen to it.
Again,
It wasn't so bad.
I wouldn't be like, oh my god, this is terrible, but I also wouldn't be happy to be stuck in this car for like, you know.
It wasn't as bad as everything else feels.
Now on to the next one, which is storage space.
Storage space. Okay.
You ready?
So storage space. We know that you can fit any type of phone. Apparently.
Hang on. Let me see. Let me see.
Can it?
No, of course not.
Of course not. It can't.
Of course not. You can't fit the big iPhone.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
you can't fit a flip phone.
so you have space there. Then you have another beautiful compartment right here for your cup holders.
Those
Then
look
you have
small for cup holders.
You actually have more cup holders right here. On the side, right here. That's decent.
That's normal, standard. Yeah, there's a lot of space here.
And then you also have the back, so you can throw some seats, and there's no center divider. Do you think the seats come down? Let's see. Can you reach? Hang on. It's probably from the, no, they don't. They don't have a release. They don't have a release, so you don't have that. Okay, let's open the trunk.
Okay, so now
This is scary.
We're anticipating this to be really small.
It has to be really small. Look at where it ends.
Okay.
Look at where it ends.
Okay, ready? Oh, it's bigger
That
than I
is
thought.
way bigger than
way
I
bigger
thought.
than I thought. What? How does this work? Yeah, does this work?
It's like Santa's bag.
Like, look at
It
this car
doesn't-
from the
yeah.
outside. It looks like a small clog, and then on the inside, like a big old boot in there.
You can really fit like big luggage in there. That makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense, but that's a good
But
thing.
that's what we're looking at.
I think I'm ready.
Okay, me too.
What do you got? Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 3-2.
I was ready for this to just completely fall flat. Like, I thought it was gonna be here.
Me too.
Seriously, right here.
Me too.
That's the line, and I was like,
No, that was a pleasant surprise.
yeah, nice.
That was a pleasant surprise.
Okay.
I think there's only one thing left for us is to go drive it and see, because they say this is the ultimate driving machine for real.
Yeah.
Other than the advertising, every single person online has been saying that this is going to be the car.
And you know what? If that actually makes up for it in the driving, I would forgive the interior. Impressions, this thing is pretty fucking fast.
This feels crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
This thing, now that, and it's tight. Like, I'm not even on the turns yet, but I can feel the steering is tight and reactive. Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, dude, there's no roll.
It's a totally different car. Jeez, it sounds pretty good too.
It does. It sounds really aggressive.
Yeah. It's so much more planted and tight, and it feels like, all right, I'm driving a car that can handle these turns.
Yep. This is a car that you take out on the weekends and you do exactly what we're doing.
And it doesn't feel like there's much lag.
On the turbo?
Yeah.
It feels very sharp. I mean, I'm not driving. It feels very sharp.
That's exactly what it is.
Ooh. This is a rear-wheel drive car.
Like, that turn would be, I wouldn't even try to, I wouldn't even attempted that, even a little bit, in the Benz. The smallness of it makes complete sense now.
How are the brakes?
Wait, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
No, they're good. I mean, the car is super light. It's like a go-kart.
Man,
God, it's so planted.
the suspension is really fucking good. And how's the steering?
The steering is awesome. The steering is like one of my favorite parts about it. It's so direct.
Yeah, it throws its weight around really nicely.
Oh yeah, and you can feel the road. Like, you know, like it's giving you feedback. There's not a lot of surprises in it. I like this thing, man.
Yeah,
Like,
you have a
what's
big
funny?
smile on your face.
I'm not even thinking about how shitty the steering wheel feels. I completely forgot about how crappy the interior is. Like, it's great.
It's that good at driving it, huh?
Hey, ultimate driving machine.
I guess BMW wasn't selling us some bullshit.
No.
So overall, incredible.
Yeah, this is a driver's car.
Yup. What the fuck? And it feels so light.
Yeah, like crazy light.
Even the steering is a little soft. It's not too heavy.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it's at the same time giving you a lot of feedback.
It's tight, but it's light, which is strange.
I've never had that before.
Yeah.
Brakes are fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Dude, placing of the car is the best.
Yeah.
The best.
It's just, it goes where you know it's gonna go where you're pointing it.
The shifting is really good too.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the noise though.
No, it
It doesn't have the noise. It does sound like I like to hear the engine.
Yeah.
But it's not cool. I guess you gotta sacrifice some things for others.
The good thing about it is that the sound for me is big in a car, but I was having so much fun driving it, I didn't really pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Which is big.
Brakes. The steering are so lovely in this car, and I hate to say the word lovely.
But you did.
But I did.
It made you say the word lovely.
And that's how good this is. This is powerful. Powerful shit.
Yeah, a lot of emotions.
This is fun. It does feel like a video game in a way.
Yeah.
That's why the car is so small, like you were saying.
Yeah. All that makes sense. It's little weird proportions.
We got like good BMW drivers, no traction control, and it still holds like crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't had to correct once. There you go. Downshifting is a little not too special.
Yeah.
I can't believe how fast it is.
Yeah, like, right? That was one of the first most shocking things about it. It was like, this is fast. And not like, oh, this is $50,000 fast. This is fast.
Like fast.
Yeah. Yeah, like I get shot back in the seat and like, we've both been in some fast cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing.
And it's aggressive.
Yeah.
That's what I like. Like you step on it and you get shoved back like you're saying, but in a nice way. It's not so overwhelmingly fast like the other cars, which you start to lose the charm of like really enjoying the driving because you get from A to B so fast.
Yeah.
This is
Can't use all the power.
no. This is very usable.
Like I said, there's not much lag.
I don't feel any lag whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's barely there, like barely there. I guess BMW really is the ultimate motherfucking driving machine.
Yeah. And how do you feel about the interior now?
I don't care about the interior.
Forgot about it, right?
I wasn't thinking about it once. We just came back from driving the BMW. BMW thoughts. As far as driving goes, I want to know about the sound.
Okay, the sound. Yeah, I was indifferent towards it. It had some good notes.
Yeah.
It had some good notes, but it was kind of quiet, and I really wasn't paying attention to the sound much, which I think says more for the driving than it does the sound.
Yeah. I was surprised because I thought it would make more noise.
It actually, I think, sounded the worst out of all of them, which is shocking. Yeah.
I would have never thought that. So,
But not bad enough to get a -1.
No.
It didn't sound terrible.
No.
It sounded all right.
It
So,
sounded like this.
Yeah.
What about the road feel?
Yeah, that's a big old smiley face right there.
Wow! Hey, the ultimate fucking driving machine. It really blew my mind.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that the car did what it did. It doesn't seem like, if you look at it from the outside, it seems so innocent.
Right.
And then you go out there and push a car, you're like, what the fuck is this?
It makes sense why it looks like a smushed clog now. It's so small, it feels light, and you can whip it around those corners.
That is the best BMW I've ever driven.
Yeah, it's
Like, easily.
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So what about the excitement?
Yeah, I was literally smiling the whole time.
Me too.
It was because I expected the Porsche to drive like a Porsche. I didn't, given what we were saying about it when we were sitting in it, we're like, this better be the ultimate driving machine because it's definitely not the ultimate interior machine. But it was a great car driving.
It was. I also gave it a +3 because it really, the whole time we were going, I had a big smile on my face and I was looking at you. We were both like.
And you forgot, like I said in the car, like you forgot how shitty the interior was. Like you were just focused on driving and only driving.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's why the sound got a pass, because it was so much fun to drive that you weren't like, oh, I need it to be more,
louder and give it more of a show. Like,
Yeah.
that was fine. That was perfectly fine.
Did its job.
All right, so let me do the math now.